In July 2024, I took a tour of the Birdcage Theater in Tombstone, Arizona. This is one of the most famously haunted locations in America and is known around the world for being so. During this video, I captured an insane amount of evidence on various equipment. I used 2 ghost tube apps, one being a word databank, and the other called Seer that creates images using AI to interpret words that have been chosen by the spirits. I also caught fluctuations in EMF, EVPs, and picture and video evidence. If there's something you see or hear or some connections you have made that I did not mention, please let me know in the comments. I hope you enjoy this incredible location as much as I did, and thank you for watching. Now sit back and get ready to experience the Birdcage Theater in Tombstone, Arizona. We are at the Birdcage Theater right now in Tombstone, Arizona. Tomorrow, thank you, I will. We're going to be going in there tomorrow for a ghost tour. But for now, I'm just going to look in the window. So if anybody can hear me, if you're in there, please come and say hello. You can talk to this box in my hand. You can also make this light up in my hand. Well, now you're here. Will you show yourself? Somebody want to come and say hi? Feel free to come say hello. And show yourself. What's dull? What's dull? Here you can see a shadow in the reflection of this glass case. The reason I find it mysterious is because it's below the windows of the front door, so therefore it would have to be something walking past inside the doors. And this is also something that's been reported. I'll be looking for you tomorrow. We can talk more then, yeah? Would you like to? Tomorrow night. That's right. Hey, come talk to me, okay? I'll be here. My name's Kate. What's your name? I'll be back tomorrow and you can tell me your name. Thank you for saying something to me. Until then. There's the famous Birdcage. We'll be there tomorrow. The night began with a tour of the building and the telling of tales that shone a light on the darkness that inhabits the Birdcage Theater. As I listened to our guide tell of the men and women who frequented the Birdcage, I used my ghost tube word databank to see what the spirits had to say. I also used my EMF meter to see if there were any electromagnetic spikes in the area or if any correlated with the communication I was getting. One story the guide began with was the story of a young woman, Margarita, who was murdered in the Birdcage by another woman and who is believed to be stuck there. While she told this story, I got the word hell on GhostTube. Was Margarita trying to express how she felt about her final resting place? Or was another working girl trying to describe her environment? This was, after all, one of the wildest places in town. Men would rent out the so-called cribs on the second floor at an hourly rate to use them however they pleased. Shows were put on in the theater and the main floor, and then gambling took place in the basement, along with drinking and any other unsightly activities that took place in a few private rooms. The stories of the basement are far darker, though, as one man was murdered and buried in the walls, and I can tell you the feeling in that area was dark indeed.
We have a very busy hallway. This hallway in particular has a young girl. Her name is Maxine. Maxine was let go from every single house in town for having sticky fingers. So she was one of our last hires before we closed this place down. She does have this weird attachment, like she's being protective, but it's almost too much. If you feel like you're being followed or even stalked, it's a weird feeling. It's Maxine, and this is her picture. Maxine will peek through the openings of the curtain over here. She likes to hang out the most inside this first little crib right there. But in this picture, each of the hallways do have a wooden door to a set of stairs that lead to the backstage. And as we were going downstairs, somebody turned around to take a picture of the hallway, and they catch this girl watching us. Now, I know it's Maxine because I found her picture downstairs and matched it to it. So I am putting them side by side to compare her face. Another weird one that I have is going to be little May. This is her. Now, I apologize. I did not realize that if you have a flash on the dark, it was hold still. So I'm just going click, 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 click. So everything was blurry that night. But I took this picture and I realized that someone was watching us over the stairs. What happens to that little girl in that frame right there, which is why I put one of the ghost balls on that table. Kachi May had a horrible ending, but even though she had this crazy sad story, she's really a delightful ghost to encounter. She likes to laugh, run up and down the stairs, which is most of my pictures of her are on the stairs. I hear a lot of laughter coming from this room over here. We heard laughter last night in the corner over here, so we would definitely get some stuff. But that is all for down here. Let's make our way upstairs, and I can show you some more stuff. Oh, it's still going off. All right. Now, again, you're going to feel a difference. It might hit you as like a nauseousness or a pressure in your shoulders as you cross from the casino room to the backstage area. He was given a telegram by Bat Masterson, a fellow gambler, who was like, "No, you don't. Isn't too fun to get down there." I'm paraphrasing basically what it said. So Doc got down here, brought the chair with him, and when he left to go to Colorado, he left the chair for Dr. Morris. So we give Dr. Morris credit as being Tombstone's dentist, but really Dr. the first one. It is a pedal-operated drill, so we see movement on the pedal, and we'll even get what looks like a body in the chair from time to time. She was the only hearse in town, but as the town got more populated, we had others, and then she became the elite hearse in town. She was purchased for $8,000 at one point, so it was like a $240,000 vehicle, which is crazy. And then today she's worth just under $3 million. What makes her so valuable today is that, yes, she's the last of 8, she's in working condition, and those mirrors, the windows, the front windows are paper thin beveled glass. Extremely hard to make at the time, still intact to this day. And we have the original viewing coffin in that back corner. So if you go by the hallway, you'll see the viewing coffin that actually matches the hearse. What's missing is the glass front to it. This viewing coffin is a movie.
Pay attention to this image as it becomes relevant on GhostTube in a moment.
Prop that was made to size for like Val or his team, because they were like 6 foot and taller. I think Val was 6'2". If you were taller than the 5'8", they would actually remove your legs at the knees and feed those bottom legs to guess what? Now we get a whole bunch of stuff in the hearse. We get faces and orbs playing with the tassels.
Could either this painting or the fire of 1886 be what the spirits were trying to talk about?
There is a little guy who likes to play the hearse the most. His name is Josh. He ended up dying when he was about 12 years old. Two different versions of his story as well. One is that he jumped in the San Pedro River to retrieve his little brother's body because he had drowned when he was swimming, and he ended up drowning himself. The other version is that he jumped into the San Pedro to save his brother, and they both ended up drowning the same day. Either way, both boys would ride side by side in the carriage out to Boot Hill, and they're still buried side by side today. But Josh likes to play around this thing. We get a ton of energy on top and underneath it. Now, Josh will play with the baskets and kind of the stuff hanging from the ceiling. And then whatever is underneath, I don't want to say it's Josh. Josh tends to be a little more playful, but there is something heavy hanging out underneath the hearse as well. So there's a lot going on over there. Take pictures. You guys can try talking to him, but kind of weird. We are going into the basement next. I want to show you this next one. This girl had come through my tour, and she had mentioned that somebody was following her in town. So that does happen. She might have been a medium. I don't know. It is really going crazy right now. Red,
I know.
green,
Oh yeah,
everything is going.
It's a non-stop situation.
So there is someone who definitely wants my attention. Is it because I've ignored you?
Probably.
I am sorry. We will be right down. Hold on for us, okay? The guy in the black coat is not part of my tour. The blonde is, the boyfriend taking the picture is, but he swore he started down those stairs. There was nobody in front of him and his girlfriend. The guy in the black coat is not on my tour. I also do not feel that he is Birdcage. I feel that he followed her in here, and she left, it left with her. We've never seen anything like it before, so isn't that crazy? So with that, we're going to go down into the basement. That's the next shift in energy you might feel. Like I said, out of all the rooms in the building, the downstairs is the most unwelcoming. So we're going to go hit it, head out that way.
Just said they're here, by the way.
They're here?
So, they're here. Where are we going? I'm going.
If you just see a ghost, just yell out. I'll be right behind you.
Oh, hey.
We do have a little Apache maid who likes to play on the stairs. So if somebody trips you or whatever, that could be her. She's very playful. Right. I pushed your chair back here for leg room, sir. I feel bad. Down here, not my favorite place to hang out by far. We did have a set of stairs that actually led into the basement at the time, but they would have been very similar to the ones up front, those wide, elegant stairs. Because the theater group had to get their stuff up and down. We had to kick men out of the hallways down here as well. I'm already feeling a little twinge in my chest. I'm getting a little anxious, so I'm not going to go much further in here because it does feel uncomfortable to me. But as you walk the hallway, I'm not going to tell you which bordello right away has all the triggers. I'm going to let you figure that one out on yourself. One of the mannequins also moved. I'm going to let you guys figure that one out. And then as you walk towards the cellar, it is real intense. My mom calls it like a vortex. Just like coming and going of spirits. Now there is a rumor with our cellar. We're one of two buildings that actually have a basement like this. Dirt in Arizona is really hard. I don't know if you guys ever tried to guard it, but you can't get down very far. Bricknose Case is the other building. So the rumor is that more than 16 people were killed in our building, but we weren't supposed to involve the authorities. We didn't want to get shut down, so we would hide bodies in our cellar. And then in the wee hours of the morning, these guys are drunk and playing cards. The bordellos are going. And in the wee hours, talking like in the early mornings, we would take this body out to either China Mary, who's going to pick it up and take it to a pig farmer for us, or directly donate it to a pig farmer. Because again, it goes back to the pigs. We're paying 10,000 people to make it out here. And people with pigs for them. It's not good patience. Because again, you think of all the drinking and the gambling and the women and the tempers. How do you really kill 16 people? It just doesn't make sense. Until all the bull holes in the building? Anyway, downstairs is where the longest poker game in Western history took place. It lasted 8 years, 5 months, and 3 days. It closed down Christmas Day of 1889. And at that time, it was said that over $10 million from game 1 to end game had crossed hands, and the Birdcage was taking 10% off every single night as their cut. Now the buy-in to this game was $1,000, and they set it so high because they wanted to play with professionals, either professional gamblers or like real businessmen, men who owned railroads and fancy hotels like Hotel Del. William Hurt, Adolphus Bush, they all played down here on a regular basis. In fact, Richard Clark, I think he was a professional gambler. Very first game, he lasted 36 hours straight. He lost $90,000, and he kind of set the tone as the longest running game, and it went from there. You were allowed to take a break, which is the tipping of the chair, but if you wanted out, you had to let the lookout guy over here know 30 minutes in advance at least. So we could send one of our young runners, usually one of the brothel ladies' kids, because they made money for running errands, to find the next player, whether he's waiting in the alley in a carriage, not a carriage, but a covered wagon, or one of the hotels. And he had 30 minutes to get his game, or he never got his money back, or his spot would go to the next person. They also played bingo down here, which is on the other table on the side. The picture I showed you earlier of the face popping through the mirror, so definitely take the mirror by the bar over here. You saw the door by the bar as well. That is how people from the casino floor made their way down here into the basement, or they would take the alley access. The general public did not use this stairway. This was for the ladies, the men, the actors, but not for the general public. Oh, how did that? Imagine Wyatt playing a game, whether he won or lost. He catches the eye of Sadie Jo Marcus. She actually worked that very first room for only 13 months. We're talking 81 to the beginning of 1882. And then she was able to marry Wyatt because Maddie had overdosed on opiates and ended up dying. I had mentioned the story that Maddie and Sadie Jo might have met each other or crossed paths in the alley between the covered wagons, because Wyatt actually had to live in one before they built his house. Living in a covered wagon, taking care of the family or whatever it might be, and he's in here eating steak, drinking, and visiting with Sadie Jo. The difference between their age is about... after she left, these rooms just kept going for the next pretty girl. These rooms are not like cribs. Cribs are by the hour. These ones you rent the whole night, and it was anywhere from $35 to $50, depending on the economy at the time. So up to $1,500 for a night in one of these rooms. The girls didn't live in there. They paid rent to the building. They gave 60% of their income over, and then they catered to all of your needs. Like if you wanted a bath, if you needed a drink, if you needed some food, you were basically paying for the comforts of a lady, like you were married but not really married. Some fun things in this one is the butt bustle hanging on the back wall. Anything 10 inches off your back end was considered indecent or immodest, which is kind of funny because I think of girls today, I think we're all, yeah, way more than 10 inches. But that was considered proper. And then hanging off the bed is a summer eaves device, ladies know what I'm talking about. And it was how they would freshen up between their gentlemen callers. Rinses like water and vinegar, those ones I totally understood. As I kept reading it was whiskey and formaldehyde, urine. I'm like, what? Who's urine? No, that was another question. But formaldehyde, really. It was their ideas, how they were trying to ward off STDs. The second one over is where actually the bad things happen. Now I've seen the girl on the bed, I've seen the orbs, I've seen shadows, but it doesn't trigger any anxiety. Not like the second one. The girl was maybe 17. I think she actually lied about her age, personally. But the gentleman had lost here at the tables. He beat her up because he was real upset. And then he was like, oh crap, she's going to tell on me. So in his drunken state, he strangles her to keep her quiet. We hear her crying. We see her standing in front of the mirrors. People feel like the anger and the sadness over here. Between the second and the third door, that's where all the pushing and the poking, even feels like being slapped or punched, happens in that small section of the hallway. So a lot of weirdness. The girl has told mediums on a number of occasions that she feels trapped and has nowhere else to go. I don't know if that's how she felt in life and just carried over, but that's why she's stuck in there. That is the end of the birdcage. We are all going to go upstairs now. We're going to sit in one of those chairs that's on the casino floor and do our lights out portion. And just so you know how we got bodies out of here, we weren't really complaining because it was not well lit like this. They were playing for millions of dollars, so I don't think they cared. So with that, we're going to go upstairs and we're going to sit in the dark. Now the idea was, the girls originally left their stuff here in '89 because our thought was we're going to come back, we're going to have...
Here, an image appears on Seer of what looks like a gambling game. This is completely relevant to where we're standing, and I've also included some other photos of table games from the first floor.
The other thing I'm going to play is called the Ghost Box. This flips through radio stations, the white noise, static. Yes, we do. We do get mariachi and some country music coming through as well. So, but we've had some really great condos with this thing.
That was you.
We see you back there. All right, I want you to stop playing with that one on the stairs and come play with something else in this room. Come sit with us, talk to us. Did you come here to drink?
Yes.
Did you guys hear that?
Yes.
Are you a whiskey man or a beer man? If anybody's getting uncomfortable, I can definitely let you out. Just let me know. Whoever's on those stairs, were you a dancer or a singer? That's some country music. Are you one of our kiddos? We're getting close to a man here. A man here. Can you give me your name? Whoever this man is, can you come play with one of these toys?
Let your mouth one off a little bit.
How about you walk across that stage for us? No one is going back up those stairs tonight, so you have to come down to us. We get, there's a guy, I saw him last night too. He started off by the barber shop and he ended up by the back room back here, by the wall. White guy, kind of short, reddish brown hair, really weird. But I've seen him a couple times here. No idea who he is. How about upstairs? Do we have any ladies in those cribs tonight?
Honest.
Definitely take a picture of the crib, see if we can get some movement up there. Maxine, are you watching us? It doesn't feel like Maxine. Whatever is in here I feel a little anxious with, so I think it might be a man. Because the children and women don't trigger me in a weird way.
It's coming.
I have one ghost who's really a kind of a guardian. If there's ever children on the tour, that's when she appears the most. Her name is Rose, so at least what we call her because of her perfume. But she's this blonde girl. I actually got a picture of her one night. She was pacing the top of the stairs. Bunch of kids on that tour. Little girl was in here, played with her ponytail. She likes music. She's always dancing. She's a good spirit.
Nice, yes.
Oh, there goes the ball again. So the voice before, I don't know what it said, but then the music came through, so. I see you back there. I don't know who you are, though. Are you one of our kids? Are you?
No way.
Ah!
Yes, thank you.
So I only know one who plays with a flashlight, and that's Margarita. Is that you, Margarita? Can you flash that for us?
Someone else.
Oh, nice.
You guys, I'm not in your way, am I? Okay. Can you turn your flashlight off for us? It's really bright. Is that you, Margarita? You need to give us another sign that that might be you.
It said tap on my thing.
Did it?
It said tap, yeah.
I'm gonna go with it being Margarita.
Oh, it said I'm going.
Ooh, that's a bright light. Can you turn that down for us? Can you tap that light one more time for us?
Is that yours now?
So I haven't been getting a lot of it, but somebody said they were getting some movement by the Pharaoh table. Possibly Tess and Sarah. I think Tess and Sarah might be the same person. They're both kids. So when the other girl gives tours, she'll put some toys on that table for them. But Tess and Sarah aren't usually my ghosties. How about the kids in here? You feel what? Flashing behind you. I don't have a device behind you, so I don't know what it would be. How about our kiddos? We have a lot of kiddos, and not in a weird way either. But the women who had children, usually because of the industry, would bring their kids when they were old enough to like run errands and actually work and make some money. So they're the ones in the hallways going, hey, I'll go get so-and-so for you, or helping with the stage crew, or even downstairs running errands. So they were making pennies and nickels for their effort, and just another way to support their families.
Frank.
We have a Frank. We had a lot of Franks.
Mine said please come back. Right before that said that, by the way. I don't know if that's relevant.
Please come back.
Yeah. It did say I'm going also, right before that.
I wonder if ghosts talk to each other.
Oh, for sure.
So
Oh, yeah.
Did Margarita leave and he wants her back?
Oh, maybe somebody just answered you.
My whole life was here.
Whoa, jeez. One of the kids.
Can you play with that toy behind us? I know I asked you to play with that ball, that ghost ball. It doesn't hurt, and all you have to do is touch it. Can you do that for us? How about on that back wall? Do we have anybody staring or watching us? So that's where we usually the man in black is like all pacing. And then I showed you a big mini walking towards us, coming from the door. Who else is over there?
Closer.
I heard voices. I heard yours, but I also heard actual voices.
Yes.
It was in the corner. Can you do that again for us?
Young Crow people.
How about you play that piano for us? Are you wiggling your legs? Because you feel the floor? Did you feel the floor?
What? Said tapping?
So it said tapping, but I felt the floor move, like something was wiggling or walking by us. And nobody's
They were tapping.
So something was here. So yeah.
Oh, it says watching on mine. Popping off.
walking on yours?
Watching. Oh, yo, it's popping off right now. Look at all this
I
stuff.
don't know a Genevieve. I'm sure we had one. I just don't know any stories.
So come outside.
Can you walk by us again?
I know, keep looking at that room, and like, something suspicious about that room.
Walk by us one more time.
I'm trusting
Did you get a full breeze? Yeah.
You want the EMF? You want this?
Holy moly, your kid behind me just gave me a heart attack. What's going on? Lord, I'm fine. Definitely take your pictures, flash on, flash off. You guys have about 5 minutes left. Definitely take pictures by the stairs because there is someone setting that device off like crazy. In fact, I want to take a
Okay, I am in the Birdcage theater in Tombstone. If anyone's here with me, can you please show me an image on this thing in my hand? Can you show yourself? Oh my gosh. Thank you. Thank you for coming through. Is that you? Can you tell me your name? Are you okay with being here? Do you like being here? That's pretty creepy. I'm in the main room here with the stage in the background. If you'd like to tell me anything else, then you can walk around, make some noises. Is it okay that we're here? Can you show me another image of how you feel or who you are? What was it like to be here? are you? My name's Kate. I just came here to say hello. I'm feeling something. Thank you for coming through and talking to me. I appreciate that. If you'd like to show yourself, I'm here. You can tell me any kind of message or story. Thank you. Thank you very much. Is that you? Can you tell me your name? Wait till you see what I got, dude. On the Seer app.
And you can talk through the little door downstairs.
I was.
The guy has come up to the gate and like scared the crap out of me down there. Like his shadow came like crawling across the carpet area. And like banged into the gate, and you didn't see him, but the gate vibrated.
Yeah.
Just like, oh dude, okay, I get it, I'm stepping back.
Woof. Yeah.
He's just not friendly. Whatever it is, it's not nice.
There was, and I mean, you're probably giving me chills now, but like there was something that I was feeling, and then I got some words that were creepy, man, and it creeped me out. I was like,
I don't know if he was a gambler. I don't know if he was one guy that got killed and we stuffed his body in the cellar. I don't know who he is, but he is awful.
yeah, it was a weird.
So my mom talks to ghosts.
Uh-huh.
She always has. I always thought she was kind of crazy for it.
Yeah.
But she was like, when you go home, you make sure whatever's downstairs doesn't go home with you. She won't tell me what it is. I think it's her way of trying to like keep me sane.
Yeah.
And I was like, I've watched a lot of Supernatural. Like, do we have a poltergeist? Do we have one?
Right.
Because she won't tell me, but she just said it's not nice. It's not a nice thing.
Well, maybe it's just a manifestation of like all the negativity here, you know?
Very much so. I mean, this place you think is all high spirits and happening and laughter all the time, but these women were selling themselves. These men were the bottom of the bottom. Was it really as pumped up as we?
No, it was not glamorous as we imagine it probably to be. I mean, but so much energy, and that's why this place is so incredibly haunted. Like, there's so much.
Right.
And then all these artifacts that aren't even all from here, right? So
They're not all from here, no.
So, yeah.
But like little Apache Mae's picture, that's the only thing we have of her, yet she plays on the stairs all the time.
Oh, this.
So, yeah, so
yes.
That's the only thing we have of her.
Oh,
we
wow.
did have a doll in here. I don't know what happened to the doll. I think it was attracting too much like negativity.
Okay.
So the doll's gone.
Yeah.
I don't even know if it was her doll. We just had a porcelain doll in here at one point.
And it's just gone? Or somebody moved it?
I think the staff took it away.
Oh, okay.
Again, I've been doing tours off and on since 2017, and then through COVID, I was still teaching, so I was like, you know what, no, they're cutting back hours, I don't really need to be here for that, so like 19 through like 2022 really, so like 3 years I didn't work here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And then I came back and I was like, I never left, I was like, damn it.
That's easy
That's
enough.
taking too long.
This is, I appreciate you letting me stay a little while. But I can't wait to show you what this is weird. It was weird. It was creepy. Like, like as soon as I turned this thing on.
I'm glad you liked it.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I've been dying to come here for a long time. Holy cow. Would anyone like to give me another image? Can you show yourself one more time? Go ahead. I know you want to. Who's down here? Give me a sign. Can you give me a sign of your presence? Thank you. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, I got chills. Whew. Oh yeah, big chills. Wow. Thank you for coming through. Can anyone make a noise down here? Can you show yourself? Whoa. I don't know if that was the phone. Nope, wasn't the phone. Thank you. Can you light that up to yellow if you can hear me? That scared me.
That was just the boss lady.
I know. I was like, I'm scared. Ah. And there you have it, the Birdcage Theater. We had a lot of activity, and with the history that inhabits the building, I'm not surprised. One of the pictures I captured in the basement shows a little boy seemingly hiding behind a bed with either a scared or angry look on his face. When I first reviewed this investigation over a year ago, I spotted him in this picture, but upon more recent review, I was unable to find the full photo I captured, so this is the zoomed-in version of it. I've also included another photo I took from outside another building down the street. In this photo, you can see what looks like a face looking out the window at me, and when zoomed in, you can more clearly see an eye wide open and a raised eyebrow, which really creeped me out. Beyond the birdcage, I was able to sit on the boardwalk and call out to the spirits using my spirit box. When doing that, I could hear what sounded like a man and a woman having a conversation. Tombstone is rightfully so one of the most haunted towns in America and one of my favorite places I've ever visited. The spirits of the past are very much alive here and still roam the streets and saloons that dot the desert of the Wild West. Looking forward to my next visit. Thank you for watching Spirit Realm Investigations.